Okay, now we're recording. Hi guys, it's Lady Grave Dancer.
And hey guys, it's Wednesday.
And her phone is between her legs apparently.
Yeah, and my dog smells like a skunk.
It could have been the other way around.
Right? Nobody wants a skunky pookie.
Oh, we've been gone a long time.
Yeah, so we're just going to call this season 2.
Junior actually called it Tootie Tootie.
Tootie Tootie. Yeah.
So I think that we should make an agreement that we're only going to do 2 of these a month because I feel bad leaving people hanging like that.
Yeah, sure. Perfect.
What do you think?
Works for me. Yeah, because I'm in transition right now, trying to decide what I'm going to do with my life, where I'm going to live, and all those good things.
And you're going to move to Texas.
Yeah, like, yeah.
Well, this girl came prepared today.
Good, because this one is completely unprepared. Thank you.
So I got some stuff to talk about today, but is there anything that we need to add? I mean, I haven't had any kind of squirrel issues. You got skunk issues.
Right. I'm so glad that we don't have skunk things to talk about.
But we do. We have something very big that you were just being totally just rude about last night and not understanding that Daryl is possibly dead on The Walking Dead.
I told my boyfriend because I did not allow him to watch it.
Oh, that's not nice.
I told him that Daryl and Michonne died.
Oh. Did he freak out?
Yeah.
I can't believe you did that. What an asshole.
It's like, so Tequila just told me that Daryl and Michonne died. He was like, what? Todd, she's lying. Like, that's what she said. That is what she said.
No.
Yeah.
We knew we were going to lose a big character this season, but we're not exactly sure who's gone yet. But yeah. I am a Walking Dead fan, in case people didn't know. I've been watching since episode 1 of season 1.
How long has this show been out?
We're on season 6 right now.
And this is like a season a year or a season a season?
It's a season a year. They cut it in half, so we get it twice a year. Yeah.
Okay.
And now Fear the Walking Dead, which is like a spin-off of The Walking Dead, is starting up week after next.
What the fuck is that?
It's more zombies.
Oh, God. Whatever.
So, I'm just
What happened to the good old days when it was like vampires?
There's still vampire. No, there's not any good vampire shows now.
Right.
Well, nothing good in my opinion.
Can we just bring that back? Like, good God. Zombie this and zombie that. I miss the old vampire and the old vampire slayer.
Are you talking about Buffy? Buffy does not, that show does not count. No.
Buffy
I refuse.
Badass.
I refuse.
I think that's how pretty fucking sure that's how the theme song went.
I'm reading some books right now. I'm on book 6 of the Kim Harrison series. Witches, demons, vampires, werewolves, all that good stuff.
Oh my.
Yes, all of them. Yes, oh my. And there's a banshee in this book. Oh my goodness.
A banshee. That's what I like to call Nina when she goes to yelling and screaming because she can't have her way. That little heifer ran up on a skunk tonight because I don't know if she thought it was a cat. I don't know if she thought it was her long lost brother. I'm not real sure, but she just ran up on a skunk like, what's up, fool? And that skunk was like, I'm finna show you, bitch. And now I smell like skunk because I was bathing her.
I'm telling you, tomato juice, V8. That'll get it done.
Listen, ain't nobody got no V8 money. She gonna have to sit outside and air out.
You're not gonna put her outside.
I'm gonna send you a picture of her sitting outside. And you know she be looking all sad and pitiful. I'm gonna send you a picture of her sitting outside looking sad and pitiful. While I sit in the house and eat ice cubes and she can't have any.
I hope she eats one of your pumps.
That's not nice. So why would you?
Alright, so we are going to totally contradict ourselves because it stopped recording. And I'm going to have to put both of those together, which requires editing.
Better you than me.
It's going on your channel this week.
Better you than me.
Anyways, I don't remember where we were. Something about your dog eating your shoes. But we're going to move on to topics.
Okay.
So, I got several here. But there's one because we were supposed to do this video 2 weeks ago. And I was conversating with someone. And I thought this was perfect for you to answer, my dear.
Am I going to curse a lot?
Yes, you are.
Great. And fucking test.
Hey, she predicts that you're going to tell her just to punch her in the throat. So the thing is,
that sounds like something that I would say.
How do you deal with a bitch on a high horse at work?
How do you deal with a bitch on a what?
On a high horse at work. That meaning someone who thinks that they are above and beyond, owners, masters of the whole office.
So let me tell you something. So you know that other bitch I was telling y'all about a couple of weeks ago when I said that I was gonna get that bitch because she was doing all kind of crazy shit. Well,
we ain't been back since she accused you of pissing on the toilet.
Oh no, not that bitch. That other bitch. When I said she was like sending out plasma and shit and hadn't been testing it and shit and so on and so forth, and like was always tattletelling on people. Mm-hmm. Well, I got her ass, and she no longer works there. And I really enjoyed the fact that my eyeballs was the last eyeballs that bitch looked in with her eyeballs when she walked out the door.
So you are recommending what? Are you recommending?
I'm recommending that you punch her in the tit. I'm all for a good titty punch. Male or female. I posted it on Facebook the other day. I like slapping people in the titty. Don't know why. I don't know why. Like, I have a fetish for it. Like, people be at work be getting on my nerves, and I just pop them in the titty. You shut your ass up now.
Yeah, you punch
me.
And
they're looking at me like, why?
What's going to happen is if you punch me in the titty is I'm not even going to feel it because I'm so flat chested and all this pad and this damn bra. You just going to be hitting cushion.
I'm telling you, like, I love a good tit punch. But no, if you're a witch, I say witch your way through it. If you are not a witch, I say beat her at her own game. If she's around you acting high and mighty and snooty and spaghetti, I would do the same thing when I was around her. I would annoy the piss out of her. This is what I've started to do, like with that lady who accused me of peeing on the toilet. Now, every time that bitch comes around me, I make her extremely uncomfortable.
Oh, I love doing that. Yes. Yeah.
I recommend that you make her extremely uncomfortable every time she comes around you. Like, if she's standing next to you, like, turn your head very slowly in her direction and just look at her and then just kind of tilt your head to the side.
Make eye contact and do it, yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm. And then blink slowly, then tilt your head back, turn your head back around and walk off. And then sometimes just walk up to her and just randomly start laughing. Like, not a full laugh, but like a good chuckle.
I love that. That's pretty awesome, actually.
And when they come around and they speak and they talk, act like you don't see them. Mm-hmm. Like, literally walk right through them. Yeah. I have a gift for the ignore game. Like, I can ignore a person like they don't exist.
Yeah. I know at some jobs you can't because you might have to work with people. And I'm not sure exactly that situation, how that goes through, but there are ways of making people feel uncomfortable. You know, if you're witchy, because I'm not sure if this person is a witch or if they're just... Because we do have people listening and watching us that are not practitioners by no means, but they really enjoy watching us and what we do.
Right.
And if you are, then definitely you... Not even having to do spell work, you can make her uncomfortable just by your energy.
Yeah. I would just make her uncomfortable. Like, whenever she come around, I would just do unnecessary things. Like,
people who are mean to you like that do not like eye contact, and I love to do eye contact. I like to see right through them, and they cannot stand it. Mm-hmm. And I can look at you in your eyes all day long because I'm not scared of you, you know?
Right, just stare at that bitch. Mm-hmm. And then if she's sitting across the hall, or she's sitting on the other side of the cubicle, or she's sitting in a break room, just sit there and just stare at her. What's she gonna do? Go say you looking at her?
Probably.
I'm not touching you. Not touching me.
Right. I'm not touching you. I'm not touching. Oh my god, my kids do that. It's so annoying.
Yeah. Fuck that bitch. And long story short, fuck that bitch.
So that was that, because we were supposed to talk about that a few weeks ago, and we just haven't been here, so let me.
I'm very much a proponent for titty punches, so like that's my thing. I just recently discovered my passion for punching people and slapping people in the titty. Yeah.
That's interesting.
Like a good side boob, you punch somebody in their side boob, that shit gonna hurt.
See, I'm not really into the punching the titties, but if someone's got perky ones, I absolutely want to touch them. I will ask them. If they don't let me, then I end up staring. But I like to touch and squeeze nice, perky titties.
Well, there's a girl at my job. Her name is Danielle, so I call her Pregnant Danielle. And I just walk up to Pregnant Danielle and say, honk, and like squeeze her tit. And I'm like, I hope you start lactating. And then I walk off.
You made me spit my tea out. Okay, and she
was like, did nobody see that? Nobody see shit, Pregnant Danielle. You shut up.
You made that. You just made that up. That didn't happen. Nobody touched your titties.
Oh, yeah.
All right, you ready for the next one?
Yep.
Okay. Is there a limit on how much to spend on spells? This person had messaged me and said that they had, in preparation for a spell and not including herbs, spent $150 on spell work.
Absolutely not in my book. I mean, if you got it, fall out. But I ain't got it like that, so I ain't getting it like that.
I don't think that there's a limit. You buy what you want to buy, but for those of us who can't always buy, you don't need anything that you buy.
Nope.
I just want to make sure that that's clear, but come on, if you got it, go get it.
Yeah, because as soon as I got it, I'm going to get it. But I ain't got it, so I can't get it.
I love witchy shopping. It's the best, but like I've said before, most of everything that I buy, it ends up not being used as much as all the natural stuff that I have.
Yeah, then it ends up at my house. Yep. I'm like, hey, give me that.
So here's a box coming your way.
Huh? Yeah, I'm like, hey, what are you doing? You doing a haul? Great. What do you got?
I know, and I've been lacking on the haul department, so that's telling you what things have been like.
I have not been home. Like, recording has been hard because I have not been home.
You need to learn how to record at his house.
Yeah, I was gonna do that last night. That's why when I text you, I said I could 100% record. I was gonna do it at his house.
And I hope you're listening, Brian. And if she wants to record over there, she's gonna record over there.
Yeah, no, I'm not there yet. I'm in the car.
Yes, and I renamed him Brian.
Why? I just realized you did that.
Yeah.
Why? Why'd you do that?
Because I do that.
Okay, you know what? I do that too. And I'll be like at work or just in life. They'd be like, what are your names? They'd be like, oh, my name is Terry. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's cute. I'm going to call you Bob.
Exactly.
Hey, Bob. And they're like, no, my name is Terry. What was that, Bob?
And then eventually they start answering to it.
Yeah. Then I'd be like, the hell is wrong with you, Terry?
I actually got Nicole actually calling one of her exes by the name that I gave him. Like, no,
I will do that. And they'd be like, that's not my name. Or like, I'll be like, okay, Bob. And they'd be like, that's not my name. Yeah, sure, William. Like, I'll just keep changing it. They be so fucking confused. They don't know who they are by the time I'm done with them. Straight personality disorder.
They call their mom, I need to see my birth certificate because I'm not sure.
I'm not sure. I'm not so sure anymore. Like, and I can't stand it when people tell me how to pronounce their name. You don't tell me how to pronounce your damn name because you're stupid. I tell you how to pronounce your name because you're saying it wrong.
I can't figure out why people can't say my name right. Everybody knows what liquor is. I mean, how can you not say my name right?
What is there? How is there any other way to say your name?
Tequila, and then I got one lady who calls me Quita.
Well, Siri calls you Tequila. So when I say call tequila, I have to say call Tequila.
Well, where does Quita come from?
I don't know.
I have one tenant that calls me Quita. I'm like, I got tired of telling her that wasn't my name. I just answer to it now. I guess that's just a little payback.
When people don't say my name right, like my name, you know my name.
Yeah. It's not Wednesday, but I know what it is, yeah.
Right. So they don't want to say it right. I just like, they're not talking to me. And I'll keep walking. And they be like, such and such. They'll keep saying my name.
You know, in my phone, it's spelled with an I, not a Y, because Zuri has spell checked it when I originally programmed you a long time ago, and it's just always stayed that way.
Siri thinks she thinks she knows every fucking thing.
I'm telling you. Okay, because there's a few good ones here. Let's see what's next. I wrote these down today. I don't want to get hefty in this video because one of these irritated me a little bit. See, not from this one person, but somebody else. Because there's like 6 of these from one person. They've messaged me on Facebook, which is the easiest way to get your topics on the channel is to message me on Facebook because I'll write it down.
Oh, okay, cool. I'll message my topics to you on Facebook.
Right, I'll write them down for you.
Great.
This one is good. It says, do you tell people you're spiritual? Okay, cool. Okay, so this person, when people ask them like what they do, they say they do prayer candles and they make oils and they work with herbs, but they don't tell anybody that they're a witch. So their question to us was, how do we deal with that? Well, you know how I deal with it because I'm a loud, proud witch.
I
can give a shit.
Ask me, I'd be like, I just, I curse people.
I will eat your children and bite your face.
Yeah, like I put curses on people. Yeah.
The next door, I found out why my neighbors don't like me, my new ones.
The new ones?
Yeah, because I'm on my 3rd set of neighbors next door.
Really?
Yeah, and these are not renter houses over here, okay? These are houses you buy.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, I didn't like the last 2. This one, I'm like, we're going to let, you got young kids. We're going to see how this works out. And they keep to themselves, but they don't like us, which is fine. You don't have to like me to live there. You just got to leave me alone.
Right.
And, one of the kids is in the same grade as Jesus, my 10-year-old. And Jesus can't stand that little boy. So they don't play with each other. And one day last week, the little boy walked into the bathroom and said, Jesus, is it true that your mom does witchcraft? And Jesus looked at him and said, yeah. And see, for me, a 10-year-old is not going to say witchcraft.
All right.
They're going to say,
from your mammy.
Yeah. They're going to say, is your mom a witch or this or this? But he didn't. He actually said witchcraft. Mm-hmm. So that's why they don't like us.
So I would put something in that bitch yard.
Yeah. Well, see, a piece of their front yard, about 2, maybe 3 feet of it is actually ours. Mm-hmm. And it looks like it's their property, and sometimes they use it as if it's their property, but it's not. It's mine. And because of that, now I'm going to plant a whole bunch of shit down that row, and it's going to look like you did it. But it's mine, because that's my property. That's my dirt. I've been nice. That's my dirt, and, there you go.
She said I'm going to plant a whole bunch of shit that's going to look like you did it.
Watch. Or I'll dig it all up and just leave it as mud. I'll dig up all the grass.
No, you can't use my mud. I just wet that bitch down every day.
Yeah, but this is my 3rd set of neighbors. I've only lived here for 2 years.
Wow. It's been that long?
Yep, 2 years in January.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. See, where we used to live, we were there for 8 years. And the neighbors really didn't mess with us. I mean, we got a lot of, street traffic where people would stop because of all the stuff that I would do out in the front yard. Now I have a backyard, so they don't really see much over here, but...
You didn't take me to see the old house when I was there.
No, you need to come back.
Yeah, I do. So, it's going to be almost a year since I've been there.
Yeah.
It's a year in May.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God.
It's been a year. It sure has. So, what do you tell people?
I tell people that I curse people.
That's what you say?
Yes.
Excellent.
That is what I say because it's fun. I have decided to... Here's my thing about my spirituality. Because people are going to judge you or have their opinions on it regardless of what. So why not just fucking have fun with it? I curse people. I do hexes and I made a voodoo doll out of your mom.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Have fun with it. Because, seriously, people are going to try to make you feel bad about it anyway. Those who are going to judge are going to make you feel bad about it anyway. Because I look at it like this. Most people who are genuinely interested, you'll be able to determine. You'll be able to tell. Because they won't just be like, so you a witch? You can just tell by the tone in their voice if it's like an accusatory statement or if it's like a genuine hey, I'm interested, or that sounds very interested and blah, 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 blah. Mm-hmm. So I feel like if they're coming at me like, oh my God, are you a witch? Yeah, I am. I curse people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. Because when people are really interested, you can tell the difference.
Right.
Yeah, that's true. I don't. This whole Easter this year. It seems like it has been more annoying for me because they actually closed down a lot of stores. I'm like, what? This isn't Christmas. What the hell's happening?
Right. How do you think I feel being out here with no stores?
It's some bullshit. You know, it's bad enough that if you go to the grocery store over here on Easter, you have to pass by this big-ass dead guy on a cross because they have a one-story tall Jesus at the Catholic Church on Easter and Good Friday that they put out. So you got this big-ass bloody guy hanging off the cross, you know? And it's just like, okay. And then you have this one guy for the last 10 years who actually walks a big-ass wooden cross on his back and carries it all the way to that church and makes his family follow. Yeah.
What the fuck?
I'm all about you doing what you want to do. And I know it sounds like I'm being judgy, but God, they shut my stores down, okay? And I didn't have no sunglasses. And I needed to go buy some sunglasses because I can't drive without sunglasses because I don't like the sun in my eyes. And my damn stores were closed.
Oh, we're talking about regular stores. Okay, I was talking about witchy stores. Yeah. I was surprised. I mean, I pretty much stayed in the house all day yesterday. It wasn't until I came out to do that one thing that I discovered that shit was shut down. And I was like, what is going on right now?
It's ridiculous.
Because when you don't practice that religion or you don't take part of that faith, a lot of things that you don't really remember. Like, my boyfriend didn't even know that it was Easter. He was like, what is Easter? And I'm like, tomorrow.
Well, see, my kids know it's Easter because we combined their Easter with my spring fun. You know what I mean? It's a combination, but we just don't do it on the day of Easter. You know what I mean? And I don't necessarily do Ostara. I celebrate spring. So yesterday, just like I did the first day of spring, which would have been Ostara for a lot of people, I planted a bunch more plants. Like 10 more plants got put in the ground yesterday, and that's how I ended up spending my afternoon.
Yeah, I ended up spending my night arguing with my boyfriend and going to sleep.
You didn't have makeup sex?
You were supposed to call.
You waited on... Well, I figured you were going to let me know if you were okay. I was up until almost 11:30.
Oh, no. I said call me when you got done.
Well, I was planting. I didn't hear you.
Oh, man.
I had dirt on my hands. But you didn't have makeup sex?
Really, Tequila?
That's all right. I took care of it for you on this side. You're okay.
That was you didn't even have to go there.
Next question.
Damn well.
Next question. Okay. Probably not we shouldn't do the relationship one. Let's move on.
Can we not?
Okay. Oh, okay. This is another question from the one that asked us about spending $150 on the spell. Do you think 15 herbs is overdoing it in oil blends?
Depending on how big your bottle is and how much are you using of each herb. Like if you're using a medium-sized bottle, I wouldn't use no more than maybe, and you're using that many herbs, I would keep it down to like not even a full pinch of each herb.
Yeah, I think that the question was more like, do you think there is too many herbs in a spell or anything? Like,
no such thing. No such thing. If that's what you feel led to do, there's no such thing as too much of anything.
Yeah, it's your magic at the end when it comes down to it. So whatever your spells are and your recipes are, if you have 55 ingredients, you know. Right. But like she said, pinch it so that way that you could actually fit it all in one container.
Right.
And they also asked if there's any, because it seems like every recipe that she has, I think it was a she, I wrote it down. I'm sorry, I should have wrote down the name. I answered literally like 200 comments today, so I can't remember. But probably more than that, because I think there was 42 on one video. But she was asked, God, I hope it's not a woman, because now I feel bad. All of their herbs that go into their ingredients ends up as an odd number in the amount, like 15 for this one, or like 5 in this one. You know, It's always an odd number if you think there's something to that.
I don't really know, because I will say that a lot of times, like, even my number is 3 for whatever reason. I do not know. It's always been 3. I can't tell you the significance of it. I don't know, but it's always been 3. So if I feel like three herbs or like, okay, say I'm using 3 herbs or 3 crystal chips or something like that, and I feel like it's not enough, I need to add more. I'll do it. I'll add more, just in multiples of 3. So,
does some people just work with odds and some people work with evens?
Right. I've never been able to work with evens. It's always 3, 7, or 9.
Yeah. I need to go count, because I honestly don't know that if I have even and odds. I'm pretty sure I do.
I'm pretty sure you do.
I'm pretty sure that I do. So yeah, there's not. If you have whatever amount, if you only use 1 herb in your oil, if you use 35, I mean, it's your spell. It's yours, so it doesn't really matter. There's no right or wrong when it comes to that, in my opinion.
Right.
My opinion.
Right.
Okay, so
I agree.
Let's see, what's the next one? There was a good one. I need to mark these off as we're going over them. I mean, they're all good ones, but I mean, there was one that I read that I was like, oh, that's a... Okay, do you tell people... This one, okay, I'm going to go ahead and touch it. Why my magic don't work for me. Okay. I have gotten, in the last 2, maybe 3 weeks, I've had... I'm going to say several, because I know it was more than 3, because you got 3 in my head now, but I know it was more than 3 messages from different people who are trying to figure out why their spells are not working. And I know for sure 2 of them, at least, because I can remember just 2 of the messages, the goal that they were going for was very complicated and had several different steps to get to. Like, let me give you an example. One was like wanting to stop an addiction, get a job, and do this and this and that, right? So there was several things, but they did one.
Here's, and I don't want to interrupt, because, I
I think
with
where I'm going with that.
Yeah, I struggled with that for a while. Feeling like my magic wasn't working, and I would call Tequila and be like, I can get my magic to work for everybody else as soon as I want to do some shit for myself and be some old bullshit, like all the time. I'm sick of the bullshit. And this is what I've come to realize. You can never really say that your magic didn't work. That's my opinion, because of the simple fact that everything has a time frame. Everything happens at different times. So whereas you're looking for it to happen within the next week, who's to say that it won't happen in the next 3, 6, 9 months, a year from now?
That's true. That's not where I was going with it, but that's true. What my issue with those, and I try to express that, and people don't really want to listen to that, is it's just like, you don't just walk into a job without experience and go into management. You have to put in the legwork. And yes, it's probably very powerful that you burned this one candle and then you gave up because you didn't get what you wanted. I feel you got to feed and you got to work to get, when you have this big thing that you want to do. This is not like, I just want to get a bill paid. That's not what they're doing.
Right.
That's, it's not something like that.
Right, these are like major life moves.
Yes, big things where you're trying to change someone else's way of living.
And then sometimes I feel like if you're asking your deities for help with certain things, your deities sometimes just won't deliver something that they know you don't need, or in the long run you're going to regret.
Yeah.
So sometimes I look at it like that, like it's kind of mundane to say, but it's kind of like, maybe it just wasn't meant to be. And sometimes that is in fact the case. Because I've done magic, like I was going through it with a boyfriend, and I did magic to fix and mend our relationship, and I ended up in this horrible fucking relationship that took me forever to get out of.
Yeah, but you had some fun there too. I mean, there was a few things. There was some few things. He's gonna be getting you on the phone with me and telling me, hey, I'm sick because she doesn't want to let me drink. I'm like, really? First of all, what makes you think that I can turn around what she did to you? 2.
And I don't even really like your ass. I just tolerate you.
And number 2, what makes you think I want to if I could?
Right.
I don't like you.
Like, no, I just thought, and I used to tell him that, like, she doesn't like you, baby.
At all. I did not like him.
Like, she's not your friend. She's my friend.
I
call Tequila and just, if you don't want to do it, I call Tequila and ask her to do it. Tequila ain't going to do jack shit for you. Oh, okay. Let me tell you what she going to do. She going to fuck you up. That's what she going to do.
I so badly wanted him in my freezer for so long, and I didn't mess with him because of you. But, God, I was so happy when he was gone.
Yes. And the best part about it is, like, he is, like, crazy about me and obsessed and wants to be with me so bad. And my magic worked. Mm-hmm. But I am 6 hours away, so he is miserable.
Mm-hmm. And he deserves it. I'm sorry, he does. That's my opinion of that. But I think you have to put in more leg work when it comes to that.
So, yeah.
You cut out a little bit there, but...
Definitely. Nina, knock it out.
Yeah, so...
I said, yeah, you definitely do.
In my opinion, it just takes more. Sometimes you gotta feed a spell. You know, sometimes it works fast. Sometimes you gotta work on it for a while if there's steps to it. Mm-hmm. I don't know. But that's just my opinion. And, you know, there might be someone out there who can get someone to change their life from addiction and a way of life they've always known as far as working and how they are with their spouses and their kids with one candle. And more power to you if you can do that. Much respect.
Right.
Much respect.
Right.
I can't, so.
And then sometimes, I hate to say it, but sometimes you're not doing the right spell. And that sounds horrible to say, but...
Because a lot of people don't listen to their gut. Like, they're not listening to what they're being guided to do.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Because it doesn't sound like something they've heard before. It doesn't sound like something that is common. Sometimes
I can't tell you not one of my spells that comes out of a book. Like, literally, I wing and freestyle all of my spells. And at the end,
that's it. I love that.
And put it in my book of shadows.
Yes, freestyle witching. Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm writing that down.
I don't go look for anything. I don't go and look in the book and say, oh, well, this is the type of spell that I want to do. Or go online and say, okay, so what herbs resonate with that? Because I'm not really big on the knowledge of herbs. Like, I use whatever I feel drawn to use. Sometimes I'll take my pendulum, I'll set 3 herbs out, and I'll swing my pendulum around each herb to see, okay, should I add this? Should I add that? My pendulum will tell me yes or no, and I'll go from there.
And see, that's an issue that I have. Like, I pretty much know what most people use most herbs for, but I don't. And because for me, energy is just that. It's energy. Yes, right. You got the feminine and you got the masculine, even in plants. So that does take a factor. But I feel that we can use any herb to get what we want because we manipulate that energy
right
to get what we want. Yes, some herbs are stronger than others, but I don't feel that it has to be exactly like it says in the books.
Right, exactly. And my whole thing is like, hey, you need to be quiet. My whole thing with the books and stuff is all of that is man-made knowledge. Like, I don't know. I just feel like you should just go for your gut.
Why is Nina crying?
Because Nina, okay, I'm driving in the car, right? Nina loves car rides, but she wants the car to continuously be in motion. She doesn't like stoplights, red lights. None of that. Keep the car moving, mommy. Why has the car stopped?
Don't stop at the stop signs or red lights.
Like, just kill us all, please. Thank you.
That's cool.
Such a dick.
She's just a baby.
Whatever.
Yeah, so that's the opinion on the herbs. Okay. This one was good. Okay, when me and you have spoke of spirits bothering the family, is it because we work with a darker energy, or does it come with the territory of magic?
Comes with the territory.
Yeah, I don't think it has anything. I mean, of course, if you do meaner negative things, and you'll have negative energies around you, negative spirits around you, but I don't think that really, if you're nice and loving all the time, it doesn't mean something isn't going to come around.
Right.
We open up doors when we practice.
Yep. My feet hurt. Shit. Oh.
Is that music? Are you walking?
I'm walking. Sorry. Can you hear it? Is it really loud?
No, it's not. Just it doesn't sound like the car anymore.
Oh yeah, no.
Okay.
I'm in the Food Lion.
Oh.
Yeah.
The Food Lion.
You don't have a Food Lion in Texas?
No, I don't even know what that is.
He's the lion of the foods.
Oh, okay. Is he gonna share?
He foods the lions. I don't know if he's gonna share. Last I heard, he was a bit of a bitch.
Okay, look. All right, look. We got 2 more questions. They're looking for safe ways to deal with spirits.
Hello?
Yeah, are you there?
I said I don't get the question.
It's the question, safe ways to deal with spirits. The thing is, it's going to depend on the spirit that you're working with. You know, I mean, there's some spirits that we work with that people would probably think was mean when they're just very playful and they think they're funny.
Right.
And, I mean, if you call on a masked murderer that killed and raped in life, then, you know.
You really went there.
Well, I mean, I'm just trying to put all the options out there.
Ways to deal with them. Yeah, I kind of agree. I feel like it's like
safe ways.
Safe ways. Like, what do you?
I mean, you can.
What are you trying to do with them?
That's the thing is, like.
That's such a broad question. It's kind of hard to answer.
It depends on the spirit. It's just like a person. It depends on the person that you're dealing with. If it's going to be a safe relationship or not.
Right.
Safe relationship. Just like the ghost that we had that shook the bookshelves. And he wasn't nice at all.
At all.
The little boy that hung out with us, he was sweet as all hell.
I say, just the best way is to keep yourself protected. I'm a real big subscriber to like Cascadia and stuff like that. Using that and putting protection oil on the back of your neck and on your temples and on your inner wrist and things like that, and rubbing some Cascadia on the bottom of your feet.
If you know that you're going directly to go and work with spirits, you're calling on them, then that's absolutely perfect. And there's just lots of ways to protect your home. Being in this practice where you use cards for any type of divination opens up doors, any type of magical practice. That's why there's always protections being put up at my house and cleansings being done. And that's why Wednesday used to keep salt all over her house like it was snowing inside. Hello? Hello? I think we lost Wednesday. Well, I'm going to have to finish up this video because she was walking around. But, yeah, she's gone. So I'm going to finish up this video. We tried to get this video done. I'm going to finish and respond to that. You just have to keep your protection. If you know you're going to go in and work with spirits and call upon spirits, then just keep yourself protected, like she said, with oils, even sachets, crystals, things of that sort will help keep you protected. And, of course, in your home, if you're a practitioner, you always want to keep where you're at safe. So that's just my opinion of it. And there was only one more question, but I guess we will cover it on the next video because how this records, she can't call back in and for me to be able to start. So we will end here, guys. And I'm sorry you didn't get to hear her sing because she got out of her damn car and started walking around when we're supposed to be recording, and I'm going to get her for it. So we will talk to you next week. Remember, next week will be on my channel, The Lady Grave Dancer, and we'll see you next. Oh, send all your questions of anything you want to hear us talk about to my Facebook, and that's it. Oh, what was that? And we will see you next time. Thanks, guys. Bye.